We are talking about money today, but not literally money, how to make money, all those things, but we're more going to touch on the building blocks of a healthy financial lifestyle. Hello, everybody. Uh, Thank you for tuning in on this wonderful video. Today, basically, there's not much to say, but we want to touch on some few factors that affect our life in general, everyone. And the topic of the day is finance. Finance simply means money terms. Yeah, we are talking about money today, but not literally money, how to make money, all those things, but we're more going to touch on the building blocks of a healthy financial lifestyle. Building blocks to grow financially as an individual, or partners, or as a family, or if you're building an empire, it's also going to be of a benefit to you. So, what is financial literacy? One will ask. From my own understanding, financial literacy is understanding how to use money in order for money to benefit you, or for money to work in your favor, in a way. So let's see maybe dictionary term, what is financial literacy. Okay, I have something here. It says financial literacy is having a basic grasp of money matters and its four fundamental pillars, which are debt, budgeting, investing, and understanding how to build wealth through one's life by leveraging the power of these pillars. So, financial literacy is having the grasp of money and utilizing those four pillars that I have mentioned there in order for you to build wealth through the understanding of those four pillars. So those four pillars are saving, budgeting, investing, and debt. So we're going to break them down for you to understand how these four pillars work hand in hand in order to bring a prosperous financial healthy lifestyle. So let's go with the easy ones that we normally know from home. Everyone knows about saving. Yeah, you need to save, you need to budget. Whenever you do things, you need a budget. Okay, you need to invest in 1, 2, 3, invest in property, invest in 1, 2, 3, build property there, rent it for others to rent. It's a form of investing. And then debt. You normally hear people, they say, it's already got a lot. Like how these building blocks used by particularly us, people of color, meaning black and all those things, because we normally have the wrong side of the knowledge. We lack financial literacy, to be specific. Black people, we lack financial literacy. We don't know how to build wealth. We don't know how to build a financial healthy lifestyle. We don't know that. By month end, or before the month end, you find out at home you're struggling, there's no money, but there was a pay. But now you're struggling at home, there's no money. So you want to break down four pillars of financial literacy, give them both sides of understanding, from our logical side, from our background, how do we understand things from home, and how they actually work. And it's funny how black people, we have financial growth techniques, but we are not aware that these techniques are financial growth techniques that we can use to leverage or elevate our financial status. We don't know that, but we're going to get into that later on. Let's break down the 4 pillars of financial literacy. So we're going to start by saving. Okay, saving is a normal one. Everyone knows what to save. Saving simply means taking a portion of your income or portion of the money that you can receive from anywhere and then putting it away. Putting it away simply means I'm not going to use that money. I'm saving that money for rainy days. I'm saving that money for emergency, or I'm saving that money to buy a particular thing. I'm saving that money for a certain goal. You see? So let's go through the background or the knowledge that we have from home. When they save, they normally say, no, we need to save for December because there are a lot of things to buy. New clothes for the kids, groceries, and all those things. You know, with December, people do nice things. So we normally save for those things. It's an objective or it's a certain goal they wish to achieve at the end of the year. Someone will save the whole year for December. So it's putting away a portion of money or a percentage of the money that you earn or receive from anywhere in order to use it for a specific thing or for emergency or whatever you want to use. But you're putting away percentage of your money. Normally people, what they do, some will save money under the mattress, you know. Like our particular president who had tons of $1 million in his house, you know. So like some people do that, they save money under the mattress, or most of the people, they normally take their money to the bank. Like there's this so-called thing, a stop order thing. When money comes in, it automatically goes to another side in order for it to be saved. So people take their money to the bank, save, and then they earn a little percentage from the bank, and then at the end of the year they take their money and use it for whatever they want to use. So that's the basic understanding of saving that we have. And then let's go to the term, what is saving, and then we'll take it from there, the actual meaning behind saving. Okay, I'll be using Wikipedia for effective results, you know. Okay. It says saving is income not spent or deferred consumption. A method of saving includes putting money aside, for example, a depositing account or pension account, and whatsoever. Saving also involves reducing expenditures such as recurring costs. Okay, it's a long definition, but it simply means putting away money, you know. And then the second one we're gonna go through is budgeting. Budgeting. Everyone knows the word budgeting. No, we need to budget. You know, we need to budget. So budgeting simply means before using your money or your income, you must have specific objectives to attend to, or specific things that you need to buy, and you must know the cost, and then you must know from your income how much you'll minus from your income in order to cover all those expenses that you're gonna be having. So budgeting simply means drafting your expenses. For example, monthly rental, groceries, electricity, maybe entertainment, little portion of entertainment. So now you budget for it. How much of your income you're gonna use on all your necessities that are gonna cater for you for every month, or for. There are those who can budget for 6 months, in a long term run, you see. But in particular, black people like Ekasi, we don't budget for long term. We budget for now, Hey, I have 100 rands and I need to buy 123. I'm left with 30 rands. So budgeting simply means drafting down. Before anything you want to do with your money, draft down, because sometimes you can go into the shops blindly and then you end up using all your money, So you need to budget, write down. I need to buy 123, specify everything that you're gonna need and estimate. Or if maybe you're gonna do groceries, have the catalog. Look at the catalog, how much this is. Be specific with your prices, and then you have everything aligned with your income and the expense for that month. And then before even purchasing anything, you already know how much you're left with and how much you're gonna spend. So that is budgeting for us. So simply budgeting is, there's no background of our own from Ekasi and the budgeting term. So it's one of the same. And then the other one that I'd like us to touch on to is, before that, let's go into investing. Let's go into investing before that. So investing in particular, let's start by having a meaning for investing. I do know the meaning, by the way. So just for reference, just to be accurate. Okay, Wikipedia. Let's go into investing, and last but not least, debt. So let's start by checking the meaning of investing from Wikipedia. So it says, investing is the dedication of an asset to attain an increase in value over a period of time. It requires a sacrifice of some present asset such as time, money, and effort. So that is the meaning of investment, the third building block of financial literacy. So investment, what is investment to you? Hit there in the comments there. Tell us what you think about investment, particularly in the black communities. What is investment? We normally think, or our knowledge to investment is literally limited as black people in the community, or Ekasi, in example. For us, investing is also only involves property. Some businesses can turn into a liability, to be truthful, But yeah, we like to invest in property most of the time. If you have cash, lump sum of money, we need to take that cash, build some property in a maybe newly established area, whereby we can use that property as a rental areas. People can rent and can generate money. Yes, it's a form of investment, which is a good strategy of investing. It does work effectively so. And then there are other aspects of investment that we are not exposed to, like buying shares, investing into stocks, For example, take the likes of TymeBank. TymeBank is a financial service provider. It's particularly a bank doesn't have stationed or physical banks, but it does transact money online, and it has a great rapid growth. From my own perspective, if I had a lump sum of money, I will consider investing in the likes of TymeBank, because with the rapid growth that it has now, in a long-term run, let's say for example 10 years, your investment will have doubled or tripled. You never know. So we can also invest in company shares, buying into PEP, ShopRite, buy shares on those companies. And then there are platforms that they list those companies, like your JSE. JSE lists companies and shares, stocks, and everything that we can invest into. Hence, they said investing has a sacrifice of effort, time, but for us mostly we need money to invest. Time and effort, that's a bonus, but money, once you catch the light, never lose the sight. Take that money, put it somewhere that it can generate wealth for you, riches for your generational thing. Break boundaries and make it for generational thing, not only for today or tomorrow, but cater for the next coming 10 years. So yeah, investment is another form of financial building block, that can help you have a financial healthy lifestyle. And the last one, but not the least on the list, debt. Some people even when they hear the word debt, they can just walk out of the room because they are tired of debt. They are tired of being abused by debt. It's too much, guys. So on this category of debt, we have two types of debt. We have the good debt and we have the bad debt. We want to start off with the bad debt. So bad debt, what is it to you? Firstly, down there by the comments, they tell us what do you think about the bad debt, and tell us what do you think about good debt. So bad debt, for example, is taking a clothing account. You can see people signing up for clothing account because it has 1,000 rand credit that you can buy or take clothes from the store for free. It's not basically free. You're gonna have to pay off that debt in one way or the other. So it's a form of bad debt. Another form of bad debt is taking a loan, let's say 50k loan for a vacation, or maybe you are getting married. You are taking a loan and paying some of the expenses with the loan. It's a form of bad debt. At the end of the marriage, at the end of the day, you're gonna come back and work for that credit that you have taken, and you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer even in your marriage, in your relationship, because now you'll be focusing only on the debt. You see. Okay, now let's go into the good debt. The process is still the same. The process is still the same of how do you attain the credit, how do you attain the money. So same process, going to the bank, getting a loan, let's say for example 200k loan, and taking that loan and then building a property, for example, that we've used in investment. Taking that loan, building property, along the way that property is going to pay off the loan. Along the way that property is going to pay off the credit that you've been granted for. So now we're turning the tables. We're using credit to our own benefit rather than using the loan or the credit for things that have no value. We're now building things that have value in order for them to pay off the credit or the loan, and then have us a passive income that we're going to live for. And that thing, man, is a generational thing. 10 years, 20 years to come, the property is going to be there generating money. Or for example, if you want to buy a car, why not buy a taxi, a bike for business purposes, rather than having a liability that I'm using every day with fuel expenses, mechanical expenses, rather than have a taxi or a bike for business purposes. Along the way, those taxi and bike, they want to pay themselves off and buy another transportation of some sort, and at the very same time make us a passive income. So debt has two categories, the good debt and the bad debt. So it's going to be wise of us to use debt in a good way. Credit is not that bad. Credit is colored, or it's not that bad unless you use it in a bad way. That way, now you're going to suffer. You're going to work for that credit. So let's be wise with money, guys. Let's be learn it with money. Let's have financial literacy in order for us to have financial healthy lifestyle. You know what it is? Think Value channel that brings you nothing but exclusive content. So shout out down there, click that red button and subscribe, and don't forget to pin also the notification bell. Once we load other exclusive content, you'll be notified and you're gonna join us on the content. So yeah, thank you, and I hope that you have grasped some sort of knowledge that you're gonna use on your own to generate wealth, to create wealth, build a healthy financial relationship with your partners, your family, and everyone. Let's share information and let's be great. Thank you.